Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about some anti-marketing. We're going to talk about the Mandalorian and Grogu big game spot during the Super Bowl. You'd think it'd be like lots of actions and action lasers and pew pew in space, but no, it's not. It's basically a Budweiser parody.
Yeah, it was like a truck commercial or a Budweiser commercial. And it's got Sam Elliott narrating it, and people are what the heck? And then of course the fan people are like, you're just not a real fan if you don't like this, and you don't get the joke. And it's like, no, we get the joke. We get the joke. It's stupid.
Look, you've got one chance to get people back on board with this movie, right? So far, I don't think people are really feeling it. They're not feeling Star Wars in general, but Star Wars with Pedro Pascal, after they've already pissed off the fans with this show. And that's the one good thing they had going for them. And they managed to piss everybody off. Well, then you really have to sell it to the normies with the Super Bowl spot. And they didn't do it.
It doesn't do anything. It's just like it's a parody spot. They paid how much for a parody spot for this movie? It's not going to be in the movie, apparently. That's coming out in May, when they could have just given people an actual trailer.
I'm looking at the upvotes to downvotes, and it's not great. I mean, it's not getting ratio per se, but 15,000 upvotes to 11,000 downvotes. And I just want to point out that it's got 2.3 million views, but there are some AI Star Wars clips here on the side that have almost as many, 2 million views on this Darth Vader AI thing. It's just like, I think people are getting better Star Wars from the fans than they are from Lucasfilm now, right? And,
this is basically Mandalorian season 4, and people are just kind of like, don't care. I'm sorry, they don't.
So we'll talk a little bit about this, and we'll take a look at some of these reactions. Yeah, here. So we said the new 2027 Razor Crest sounds like the Tauntaun was the one narrating. Everyone in the bar thought it was a toy commercial. It was actually. It basically is. Are they going to make toys? Are they going to make toys for this one? Because they haven't really made toys the last couple of Star Wars shows. Yeah, they're going to make sure
they're going to bring Tauntauns and Walkers back, and member berries stuff.
The toys are okay. So the vehicles, right? I was surprised they haven't made Star Wars vehicles in a long time. And then we went to Walmart the other day, and they had Ahsoka's ship on clearance. On clearance, her ship, which is the size of the old X-wing toy, is like $90 effing on clearance. I'm like, that is absolutely insane. But I mean, what would you expect from a company that now charges $20 to $30 for an action figure?
Well, I noticed that they were supposed to have G.I. Joes. So basically the stores that got that little middle collectors, in the middle of the aisle, the little collector's corner thing, they had the little end cap thing. They took all that stuff and were clearancing it out. So they had G.I. Joe and, Transformers G.I. Joes and things that run clearance and some of the Masters of the Universe and stuff, but they were expensive. The Walmart we were at least, they put a clearance sticker on for the same price it was before it was on clearance.
I know, right?
And I think that might be what was going on with that ship. I didn't see the original price, but if it didn't have an original price on it, then that was basically it was basically the same price as it was. They just put a clearance sticker on it.
Yeah, and kids are not. Look, kids have already blown through the Go-Gurt. They should have just named him Go-Gurt.
Well, I'm saying Grogu is a stupid name.
Yogurt, but
Grogu is a stupid name. I'm sorry.
I thought it was incredibly. I mean, I don't know what you were gonna call his guy, because they had Yoda, Yaddle, and they could call him like Yam Yam or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. I'll try to form a coherent sentence. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo! And maybe a coherent sentence.
Maybe a coherent sentence or two. Yeah. Go out to Kickstarter and check out the Crimson Run re-offer. It's up now. It's going to be up for a couple days after the initial offering. Might leave it up for a while. We'll see. We'll see how many people want to pick up a copy, but we've got some all new perks here, so check it out. Yeah, there we go, guys. Link in the description. So let's talk about this spot, because it's not landing very well with a lot of people. I'm seeing some of the comments on the official Star Wars X account. And we have Matt Moylan. It's a parody. John Douglas, I clap because I know Star Wars. Endless trash.
I mean, they're making a big deal. Like, I guess Jon Favreau directed this, and clearly it's meant to be a parody of Super Bowl commercials. Yeah, we know. Like, they're acting like you're too stupid to get the joke. It's like, no, they get the joke. They just don't understand why they wasted all that money when we're this close to the movie being out. Why didn't you just do a trailer?
Yeah,
or use I thought maybe they were going to do as a joke and then put the real trailer later on. It's what I thought. Oh, they're going to probably do a trailer, but it's going to do it later. No.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so here's what I think is going on, because you mentioned this being basically Mandalorian season 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is going to be a coherent movie. I think this is going to get the Moana 2 treatment, where it was obviously supposed to be separate episodes, and they spliced them together, and then they released it as a movie, but it doesn't flow like a movie. This happened with the Clone Wars. For those of you who were there at the beginning, the pilot episode of Clone Wars was actually a movie, but you could tell it wasn't written like a movie. It was written like a pilot of a TV show. It bombed at the box office. It did. Even back then, it bombed because people were like, what the frick? Plus, it was a cartoon. You know, people weren't ready yet. And but it didn't feel like, I watched it, I'm like, this does not feel like a movie. It feels very, very slow. Ironically, this one has Rada the Hutt in it too, Jabba's kid, and so maybe he's like the Jared Leto of Star Wars. Maybe he's gonna curse this thing.
I don't know.
That's what it feels like.
I have zero interest in seeing it. I mean,
I don't have any.
You don't understand, like, well, actually, no, a lot of you probably do understand. It's every Star Wars thing that came out, book, movie, whatever. I was grabbing it up. I was like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. I can't, even if it wasn't great, I was so excited. At least I give it a chance. I'm to the point now where I'm like, I probably will have to watch it to review, but I don't know if I want to. I might not even go.
Oh my God, Wendy's, the official Wendy's
I
account.
knew Wendy's made
the
fun of it.
Budweiser Clydesdales let themselves go. Damn, when Wendy's is throwing shade at Star Wars, there goes that kids meal tie-in. They're just mad that McDonald's got it or something, I guess. But it's just like, I understand why other products satirize Star Wars, but why does Star Wars satirize Star Wars?
Right.
This is what I think it is here too. Top Gun says, people think that Disney is purposefully not showing the plot of this film, but in reality, there is no plot.
Probably.
I think that's what is going on. I think it's going to be a meandering mess. It's going to feel like an extended, drawn-out episode of the Disney Plus show.
They'll just have Grogu do cute stuff. Like, it doesn't need a plot. There's Grogu doing cute stuff. You don't need to see a plot. You only need you just see Grogu doing cute stuff. Look over there.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what they thought. They thought Grogu was... They thought Star Wars was Teflon, right? They thought it was like, we can put Star Wars on anything. It's above criticism. People are going to come to the park. Bob Iger even says much. And even the Grogu shit, like, people were asking for it for the first, season or two. And then season 3 killed all interest in it. But the Grogu shit's still sitting at Ollie's. Nobody's buying it.
Well, besides this, I want to point out a couple other things. So they ran a trailer for Hoppers from Pixar. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about Hoppers at all. And then the other thing that was Disney, that was in the Super Bowl, that people were talking about, is the fact that they stuck Woody in a pair of Levi's jeans in a commercial.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
That was just a bunch of butts. And I mean, it's okay, not a big deal, because they had they had people in jeans working, people in jeans doing different things. But there was other people in jeans were like twerking. You see a girl's panties as she's pulling her jeans up. Yeah, and at the end you see a butt dancing on stage, and it turns out to be Doechii or whatever. So I'm just like, it was. People are like, why'd they cake up Woody? It was, why did you put Woody in a commercial for Levi's jeans when he never wore Levi's jeans? And then he just basically was in a commercial full of asses.
There's a snake in my booty.
Yeah, people were like, what?
You've got a friend in me, Buzz.
Yeah. It's like, why did you do that?
Friend in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was an aside, but I was just like, what were they smoking? Is this like Bob Iger figured he'd go all in on the way out?
Oh my God. There's so many jokes.
I'm not making them.
Go all in on the way out. That's what they call it. Going all in on the way out. Yeah, I'm just surprised Levi's are still a thing. Because I used to wear almost, because I was a clothes horse / snob in school, right? But I used to only wear Levi's, and they usually had to be the 501s. And even back then, freaking pants were $40, $50 a pair in the 90s. So what are they now? Like with inflation, like $120 a pair?
I don't know. I don't buy Levi's, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, it was just funny what they were putting their time and effort into. I was just like, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, where's the outrage? Where's the outrage? Sydney Sweeney, blonde white woman. Where's the outrage? White male. Woody's ass. cowboy, toxic masculinity. Where's the outrage?
I don't know. Oh, and then this next year, ESPN and ABC, I think, are the ones going to be running the Super Bowl. Because of so that's a whole other story. They put out a whole how there's the end. We're going to Disney World or Disneyland at the end.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to the Super Bowl as their new campaign.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is anti-marketing. This is not cute. This would have been kind of funny, I guess. Like mid-movie, like there's a little scene where they've got the tauntauns or whatever, and that would have been kind of cute. But to do that as the Super Bowl, you get one shot.
People are not happy. I mean, and then the people that are the defenders are acting like people are just too dumb to get it. They're not too dumb to get it. They just don't understand.
This is elevated Star Wars.
If you watch the rest of the spot, it's just more of the same trailer we've seen before. It's nothing new. They make sure they end with the walkers because they had to show the tauntauns, and it was just okay. Don't care.
I love some of these. Comments. This is how it feels to ride a Tauntaun F-150. This one here. Jason says you have the opportunity to market the first Star Wars film in 6.5 years at the Super Bowl. And all you give us is a Ford ad.
Pretty much.
Fire the marketing team. That was atrocious, bro. $10 million paid for a Super Bowl commercial. We get this. They're pissed about Pokemon too. Because Pokemon, they spent like $8 million on the Super Bowl spot. And people are like, that's half the budget of what it cost you to develop the last games. And the last games were underwhelming.
Well, even in the past, like with Marvel or Star Wars, they've always run like big commercials during the Super Bowl. And instead of running a Star Wars commercial for Mandalorian and Grogu, they ran that. And then they still ran a Hoppers commercial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you wasting the money? Like everybody we're waiting to see like I remember to see the big, Star Wars trailers during the Super Bowl. They were waiting to see the big Marvel trailers during the Super Bowl. People were waiting again for the stars. They were like talking on X about, are you excited to see the new trailer? And they called
Doomsday? Shows Doomsday. Give us a full-on Doomsday trailer. Get people excited for that, right?
People were like, they're saying about the Star Wars, though, and they're like, well, they never said they were calling it a trailer. They said it was a game spot. And it was like, oh, for heaven's sakes. You always run big trailers during the Super Bowl, and everybody thought that's when you're going to take your moment and run this trailer for Star Wars because you're paying out the nose for it, and that's what you gave people. And I'm not saying it's not cute. It's not funny. I get the joke. It is kind of cute, but people are disappointed, and I understand why. I mean, personally, I gave up on Star Wars a while ago.
Yeah, you could have gotten more bang for the buck if you threw that on like TikTok or Instagram or something.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was. Yeah. One person says, looks like fan-made AI slop. No, actually, the fan-made Star Wars AI slop is better than the Disney stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's seriously
Disney be hiring some of those people to do their stuff.
Some of the AI Star Wars stuff I've seen, and there's a lot of it. It's really damn good, and I think that is. Why Disney's freaking out and wanting to do the AI stuff on Disney Plus is they're like, oh no, we need to have this on our platform. Just like Nintendo. Oh, you can't play Nintendo games. You're getting too many views. You need to be part of our network if you want to play Nintendo games. We'll take half your money. That's what they're going to do. But I'm not seeing any excitement around this at all. And that's
I'm seeing some, but mostly what I'm seeing is people being like, "You just too lowbrow to get it,"
Oh God, they tried that shit with Andor too.
It
People
doesn't
are like,
work.
And the Acolyte too. It's like, you're just not. This is elevated Star Wars. You just don't get it. They do this every time there's something the general public doesn't like, and it's very obvious the general public doesn't like it. It's like, it's just too highbrow for you. Shira, the Princesses of Power, was too highbrow for you.
And that's the best way to get everybody to give it a chance and listen to you and let it, be like, oh, maybe I should watch it, is by insulting them. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. So good luck with that. I think this one, I don't know if it's going to be as big of a flop as Solo, but it's going to be damn close. And remember, guys, even back in the day, the Clone Wars movie was an abysmal failure at the box office. And that's because I think people were still coming off the prequels and they're like, what the hell is this? It's a cartoon. Why are you putting it in a theater? And I think that there's just a lot of bad juju around Star Wars. And it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter how good the spot is. I don't know if people are going to come back.
Yeah.
So good luck with that. We're going to wrap it up.
Find out. Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.